And then we turn.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at.
So we are this corner right here. So the front door is right there, I believe. I can't zoom in any further on Google Maps.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's actually 2 units. So these are 2 separate units here. These 2 signs. So the split's right about there.
Okay, so you're almost
The previous.
You're to the right of the salon. Gotcha.
Well, to the left of the salon.
Sorry, left. You're in between the salon and the record store.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So the previous tenant had both units. There was a pizza place here, and then he had a comic book store, like comic books and like Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
One of those. He had a nerd store next door.
Yep.
We actually got to walk in because that other space is still for lease. So he finally let us walk through it. And all of the money this dude put into these 2 spaces was put into that side.
Oh.
So he's got some designated, game rooms in there where people could do events and stuff. And the woodwork in those rooms alone is probably more money than he put into the other space in total.
Rent it. Put some video games in there, and you're good to go.
It is definitely maybe not the video games section, but
Madden tournament.
Yeah, if it is still available in another year or 2, there's probably something we would definitely look at doing something in that space, maybe. So,
have you looked into beer and wine?
No, and I don't intend to.
Okay.
Not anytime soon. That's not anything I want to deal with.
I don't like.
So.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with carding people. I don't want to deal with any of it.
Yep, I understand.
So, stop sharing. So, yeah, at this point in time, no, I don't have any desire. Get open, get running, survive the winter is the plan. So, and then we'll have. I hope so. So yeah, right now, if things go okay, we could have the lease signed in the next 2 weeks. And yeah, my GC is confident that we could do the work needed to be open by December 1.
When are you submitting health department stuff?
I'm already working on the paperwork.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing too. Oh.
But on the bright side, with my county, it's not a long waiting period. Their goal is to have everything inspected within 30 days of submittal. So it's not like we're going to have to wait 6-8 months for any of that stuff.
I did find out that it is not a Michigan law to have a public bathroom if you have dine-in seating.
Oh.
But it is against ADA if you don't allow people with restrictions to use your employee bathroom.
Interesting. Yeah, no, the public bathrooms are in really good shape. Clean. I don't think we'll have to do any work in those 2, which is good. But yeah, I think we got to pull the floor up in the whole space outside of the bathrooms.
Is it? I assume it's concrete underneath.
Underneath, yeah.
You're just going to refinish it, or you're going to tile it?
We're probably just going to go straight concrete.
Yeah, refinish it.
And just seal it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll go for probably a more of an industrial kind of feel for inside. Thinking about like a dark gray bottom half walls. We might go green on the top where we have some shelvings and we'll put up all the trophies and stuff in the space just so I can get them out of my possession.
Yeah. What's on?
I gotta find a trophy shop though. I gotta have a couple of them
made.
Worked on a little bit.
Have a couple made. Yeah.
No, I just they got wet, so I had a couple that got wet. Like my one from Lakeland, my big giant trophy.
Yes, I love that trophy.
The bottom got a little bit wet, so it started to warp a little bit, which sucks. But yeah, I mean, we have other ones where some of the figures have snapped off, and just get those replaced, and so they don't look like they've been
Yeah.
moved 1,000 times from storage unit to
I
storage
got a
unit.
second place rib one, and on the same day, or for a rib burn on Friday, on the same day, I dropped it and broke the second.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, almost all the ribbons we've gotten are in shadow boxes.
Yeah.
Like they are in display cases. Like all that stuff will hang nice, and there's dumb ribbons, but I like my Westmount ribbons. Those ones are pretty.
I like my American
The big
Royal.
giant row.
I like my American Royal ribbon. Saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to really throw that out there.
I was so close.
That's the best 20th place ribbon I ever got. I'm sorry. Even came with a check
I think
for $175.
We were 5/1000s, 500ths of a place, of a point from like 11th in chicken.
And you ended up like,
Where'd we finish? 40th.
Yeah, I know.
God, I was so we were the only Michigan team that didn't get a ribbon when we went.
Oh,
And we were that close. That close. Not even a presentation score.
yeah, that sucks.
And that was at the Open. We didn't get it. We got fucked at
I
the
got mine in the Open.
invitation.
By the way,
But which is impressive. I think it's more impressive to get a call at the Open. One, it's a bigger field.
oh,
Two, the party that happens after the Invitational.
so my Open is on record as the largest Open they've ever had.
Yeah.
In 2016, it was 680 teams.
Whew.
The whole infield was taken. Like the whole infield was taken. On a competition note, Brad Leininger from Getting Basted just scored his 9th GC this year and 11 in the KCBS points series. With a dominating, so he got Wisconsin, got a 702, and next was like a 689.
Yeah, I don't know that I miss it.
Oh, I love it. I'm doing a rolling double next weekend. Just for shit.
I just don't know that I miss it.
Just for shits and giggles. We're going to Ohio, and right after awards, we're going to Pennsylvania. All right, so only reason it's like an hour and a half away, and there's 16 teams, and it's a brand new comp. So there's a possible jack draw if I win. That's all.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which congratulations
so far.
to Mac Attack and
Oh yeah.
going to
That's
Jack
awesome. I'm happy for him.
Booyah, Q, Jeff Georgic going to Jack. 2 Michigan teams representing.
Yeah, I'm just so far removed from all of it. And so now I get it. Like when I hear people complain about the contest now, it's like it hits differently.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm not. Yeah. And my last 2 comp experiences just from doing a 1 for the year type of thing and just getting fucking blown out. It's just not as fun.
You did come up the other day. We were talking about Warsaw.
Yeah.
The last Warsaw one you did.
I don't remember the last Warsaw. I got blown out 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row.
Last one I remember you did was you did one after that. So this was 2016. You got destroyed. Like everybody's easy ups got destroyed.
The monsoon. Yeah. It was the microburst. Yeah, I finished cooking out of the back of a car.
You did. I thought you left.
Yep.
He had nothing set up. He was.
No, we did a couple after that.
Yeah. Okay. I think you did. Yeah.
Because we did 2 with a trailer.
Gotcha.
Yep. So the last one we got skunked all 3 days. So we did the rib burn. Thursday? Rib burn Thursday, and it was Friday night contest, Saturday night contest, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we weren't even close on any of it. And for food that I thought was pretty darn good going in, so it's I don't want to spend the time figuring it out again. So
I don't know if you have to. I think you can still use the same stuff you did, and bland barbecue wins. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. maybe once everything kind of settles in, but I feel like I'm getting too old for it now. It's hard. It's hard doing that. But I mean, I'm not up all night anymore. So that makes it easier, but it's a long couple days. Still a long couple days. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really miss it. I miss the atmosphere and being around the people, but as far as the competition side of it, I don't know that I miss it all that much.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's fun getting called. It's a bummer not getting called. And at this point, shutting down the business to do it, it's even a bigger bummer when you don't get called. So,
we talked earlier. I just got my email from
oddities.
Yeah, because I asked, "Hi there, will you be sending out like a vendor packet soon?" And they replied, "Here's the website address."
Alrighty.
Oh, info for attendees. Well, there we go. Anyway, what else is up? I have some news I don't want to share until next week. So. Can't do that.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, everything's based around right now is I'm trying to get ready for this potential ginormous move and trying not to get myself to throw up every day.
So let's talk more
from
about
the anxiety over.
You said $100,000 to get in. You said equipment.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so
pretty close.
Let's talk about menu. Talk about menu. Are you going to add to your menu?
Yes.
Are you going to add traditional like barbecue items to your menu?
I hate the word.
I understand you hate the word.
Tell me what you are asking.
Are you going to
don't say traditional barbecue
just meats, combo plates?
We always do. We always have offered just meats.
No, and combo plates like 2 meats, 2 sides kind of thing.
No.
Okay, so you're still going to be a sandwich shop, basically.
Still going to be a sandwich shop.
Yeah, because that's all you do.
We sell a lot of meat by the pound. Okay. Sell a ton of meat
by the pound. So your menu, okay, so what do you think about adding that you don't have now? Like, are you going to get a fryer?
No.
Okay, no fryer.
Fuck no.
Okay, so no fryer. A griddle?
We will have a griddle.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay, all right. Thinking about like, I'm smash burgers?
No.
I'm just throwing stuff out there that would be on a griddle.
Okay, but we're not changing what we are.
Correct. I understand that. Okay. All right. Not changing what we are. So you're still going to sell the same stuff. Okay. Do you think that will, I guess the reason I asked is, do you think that will be enough of a draw for a sit-down restaurant if you don't have traditional stuff?
Burgers?
No, not burgers. I'm saying traditional stuff. Because I'm telling you right now, that's what sells. Is like combo plates, 1 and 2 meat combos.
Yeah. Great. Awesome.
Is there a reason you aren't putting that up?
I'm not going to say I'm not going to. Oh, okay. I just don't know.
Okay. So you just tell me you don't know.
I hate 2 meat platters.
So do I.
For $13. No, I hate the way that everybody fucking puts them on the menu because it makes it so confusing to order shit. Okay, I get a 2 meat platter that includes these items, but if I want to add these items, then it's going to be this much more. If I want to add these items, because that's how everybody does it.
Yeah, that's how I do
right?
it.
Or you just overcharge and assume everybody's going to have brisket, or you just price it for your most expensive items.
Which I've thought about. I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about it.
Yeah,
I've thought about just doing 1 meat platters and just listing all the prices, and then they can spend X amount of dollars for a quarter pound or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying we're not going to do something that they can't bundle things together, but are we going to have a straight 2 meat, 2 side? No, probably not. It'll probably be more of a we have things listed out, or if people tell us what they want, we'll package it together for them. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But we've always tried to make our menu and pricing as less confusing, or as little as not confusing as possible.
I guess I get more people confused. More people seem to be confused because I have meats by the half pound. to limit or to
Mhm.
lessen sticker shock. But
You don't offer by the pound. You only do half pounds.
I only do half pounds.
So if someone wants a pound, they have to order 2 half pounds.
Correct. They'll just say I want a pound of brisket, and I just ring up 2 half pounds.
Mhm.
Do you think restaurants should give a discount on a bigger like a bulk item? So like if I charge, let's say $10 for a half pound of pork, should I give them like $1 off and do 19 for a full pound?
That's how we do it. It's like 50 cents less, but I price based off the full pound. So they are getting charged extra for a half pound, not charged less for a full pound.
Okay. So I just split.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're encouraging them to go to a full pound.
Fuck, I give them a $4 discount if they get a whole rack versus a half rack.
I don't even remember where we're at on that, but it's not, ours is not that big.
I'm at 15 for a half rack and 26 for a full.
I remembered all their pricing. Problem with me not being on the trailer as often. Half rack of ribs is 15. I think we're 15 and 27.
Oh, so you are close.
Yeah, so 30. Full rack of ribs, 28. I'll say we're 15 to 28. So we're saving $2 by going with a full rack. But yeah, I mean, we've had people order 2 half racks. You know?
Yeah.
Because like, what do you want me to do? It's like, because it'll be like, you got a family coming up and they all come up and order individually.
2 half racks.
You ring them up 2 half racks.
Absolutely.
I said because we're using an extra styrofoam container.
Or if they ask for, can I get 2 sides of mac and cheese? You ring up 2 regular sides of mac and cheese. You don't ring up a large. You just split it.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, and that's my thought. So we have other things to account for in that pricing. So you have the extra styrofoam container. So unless they want it all in one container, that's the way they want it, then that's fine. We'll do it that way. But we try to account for all the other costs that are involved in all the things. So
yeah.
But I mean, our pricing might not be exactly the same in the storefront. I don't know. I'm still working on all that because we got to price that independently of the food trucks because the costs associated are different. We're going to be very careful though not to make it too much different. I don't think it will be, but we can't do things that are dollars more than they are in the truck necessarily.
No, because you're going to have people that will. So the people that have a brick and mortar I've seen seem to have truck prices seem to be a little bit higher than a brick and mortar. I mean, they raise their brick and mortar price, but they bring their truck a little bit higher to maybe help drive traffic to the brick and mortar. I think if they see you out and it's a different price, they're not going to be happy with it.
We cover such a large area with a trailer, with a truck. I think for our diehard regular customers that come to the store, it'll be they come there because they haven't seen us in their area in a while. We have these long stretches we have these 3 months that are super catering heavy, May, June, and September, where we just don't get a lot of places regularly. I think that'll drive those people there. I think the winter months, our regular customers are going to come to the storefront. I think for the most part, though, our regular customers are going to be where they are. I think we're gonna have to pull in a large new customer base into the storefront and figure out how we're going to do that. I think it's the only way it works out without us taking all the sales or a good portion of the sales from the trailer, which is not what we want to do. We want to build sales. So just transferring sales from one spot to the next doesn't work. We need sales growth. So which means we need new customers. So, but, and again, I think there's a reasonable expectation that the pricing might be a little different at the two places. So, to an extent, I mean, as long as we're not going stupid, we're not doing racks of ribs aren't $3 more a rack type of thing, or, our sandwiches aren't $1 more a piece. But if we're, 25 cents, 50 cents, I think that's doable for some items. And I right now I'm leaning to, for anybody that's dining in, is actual dishes and silverware. So no disposable for anybody dining in.
How's the kitchen in the new place? Or the dish room area? Do you have to build all that?
It's not existent.
Oh, okay.
So
you have to build all that.
I mean, there's plumbing there. I mean, yeah, we'll have a dishwasher in there. With the 3 base sinks, we'll have the dishwasher as well, is the plan. So we'll be able to run dishes through pretty easy. But I mean, getting rid of some of that styrofoam is going to be nice. Using less of it potentially is nice. I mean, not that stuff's super expensive, but
except when you have takeout, you find out that you're a takeout shop and dine-in.
Yeah, and I imagine that we will be. I think we'll have a lot of takeout versus dine-in. At least that's the thought.
Have you looked into the delivery apps yet?
Just through Square, and that's probably who we would utilize because we have access to all of them.
Yeah.
So we'd probably just utilize it through Square and let them pick whoever, whatever. And then we're just paying the one flat fee to Square or whatever. We don't have to worry about the different percentages.
Does Square have a radius, or do you set the radius?
I think we set it. I'm pretty sure.
But what if it? Any idea if it okay, if you don't, you probably don't know. So if it goes farther than, if you set, let's say, a 15-mile radius, let's just say, and DoorDash will only go 10.
Okay.
And everybody else
then it probably wouldn't. If DoorDash only goes 10, but one of the other ones goes to 15, then it would leave off DoorDash.
Correct. Okay.
As an option for that person. Yeah.
But if none of them go there, then is it on you to figure that out?
Well, then I'm guessing that it wouldn't show up for people that are outside, what the available driver distance is,
So then all you have to do is
if I text a restaurant like in Newaygo from where I am, which is an hour away, that does DoorDash, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be able to get DoorDash to my house.
Well, DoorDash won't go to your house.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But the restaurant, I won't even be able to order it.
I had a guy stop by and try to sell me DoorDash, and he told me that literally it only goes 10 miles. I said, is that 10 miles as you drive or 10 miles as the crow flies? And he said 10 miles as the crow flies. So literally it's just a circle.
Yep.
And he couldn't tell me where my circle stops. So I said, if you're going to come back in and try to sell me this, put a pin right where my building is and then draw a 10-mile line and tell me. Because if I can't get to the other major metropolis that's near us, DoorDash does not make any sense to me.
Right.
Especially when you want to charge for 10 miles, you want to charge 30%. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I would definitely work with Square. Because then you're only working with one place. They deal with all the rest of it. So I think it's been a while since I looked at it. But I thought it was almost a flat fee.
Shut up.
I think Skippy just shot his dog.
No. Would never do that. Shot collar would be great, though.
So, I would definitely go that route. And we will definitely be pushing that delivery. And a lot of the other deliveries, I mean, we're going to go pretty hard in that box lunches and stuff like that for companies is something that we will push hard just because we'll have space to do it in a little bit easier time doing it from there. So, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to get another smoker.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's 16 grand. You know.
And we have to order that now to be able to get it by the time we need it.
Yeah, for if we want it by December, but we have some time now. I mean, because we're not going to need both in December. We're going to need both by the time the truck's up and running again.
So you're going to take it off the trailer?
Yeah. Yep. And then we got to figure out what we're going to put on the trailer to replace it.
Oh,
because there's going to still be some instances like when we go to the UP, like we have to cook on the trailer again. So
yeah,
whether that's we put another $3,000 into the Deep South and have that refurbed again with another chute, and because we won't need to use it often. If we can time everything, we can get the staff we need. Really, it's just load the trailer in the morning with everything and go.
Or you just spend,
or
you just spend probably $55 and get a UCTO.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something small that we can do what we need to do. But we still need some size in there because we catered for 400 people in 2 days in the UP, which is a whole lot of pieces of chicken. That's a whole lot of sides to heat. Mashed potatoes. So yeah, pork, mashed potatoes, and let's mac and cheese, and then coleslaw. So yeah, what we did for up there, just so I could get all the chicken done pretty much in one run, and get myself a little bit more sleep, is we cooked the pork during the day, and just hot held it in the cabinet before we whole. So we pulled it, wrapped it, put it in the warming cabinet for overnight, and then pulled it in the morning, which worked great. But yeah, it was some long days. But yeah, it was 100 pounds of pork raw that we were cooking at night and 200 pieces of chicken. So we have to think ahead enough to be able to plan for those instances.
Yeah, for sure.
How do we do that? Even if we pre-cooked everything and just had to heat it up, that's still a lot of space you need to heat up. I mean, it's 12 pans of food to heat up. So yeah, it's some things to think about. We definitely got to get something on the trailer again. But as of right now, we have some time before we need to order another smoker. And maybe whatever we get for the trailer that we can get that's used, someone's selling something, we can get that a little bit cheaper than buying new for that. That I'm a little bit more comfortable with, just because it's not going to have a ton of use on it. But we'll figure that out. Yeah, the big thing is just getting the lease and get going. It's timing timing's everything. And Angie goes in for her next surgery on Tuesday next week. So,
hope all goes well with that.
Yep, depending on what the recovery is for that, we're hoping it's only a couple of weeks of where she really needs help.
You gonna let her out of the basement?
Maybe.
Just put a more comfy. Just put a more comfy bed down there.
Should not be as bad as the last one as far as recovery goes. So yeah, I was hoping to pull up the floors myself in there, get that down to concrete myself, just to try to save some of that labor. But we'll see what happens and see how that goes. Yeah. So yeah, he's putting together a couple budgets. What we would like to have done versus what we're probably going to have done.
A want versus a need.
Yeah, and then a priority list of what has to be done to open versus what can we do over time. So we'd probably have an ongoing remodel done of the dining room area. But so
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what we can get done with the budget we have. But yeah, the key number one is to get open.
You will be great.
Yep, and we're figuring we need to do about 50 a month in sales out of there. So
to hit the 33%, or is that for profit?
that's where we're making a little bit of money. A little bit. Break even is we're probably about 35. Probably 35 to 40.
Okay.
And that's saying the difference between 40 and 50,000 in sales isn't 10,000 in profit, as you know. So just for everybody else listening, that nets us what, 3? That extra 10,000 in sales maybe gets us to like a $3,000 profit. So cushion, as I would like to call it, a $3,000 cushion. So yeah. So our goal there for that in that first month is going to be hard. We got Christmas in there, but maybe we can do some holiday stuff. We can do some hams. We can do some of that stuff to kind of try to push some stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we'll see. We got to figure out pop. We want to do fountain. I just got to figure out who I need to call.
I got to talk about that
for that.
I mean,
would much rather do
Coke lady.
I don't have a Coke lady.
The one you stole from me.
I did not steal anything. You gave her to me.
For the one event.
It's not my fault. I didn't seek out.
I thought you'd give her back when she contacted you again.
No, I'm sorry. We don't want to do your event. Here, go back to Skippy. Sorry, I should have. It's a far cry from last year. You're saying, I hope she uses you multiple times.
I don't believe I said that.
It's on the podcast. We'll find it. So yeah. It's get open as fast as we can. So, because we're going to go through a good portion of the bank account, if not all of it. So, to get this thing open, which means then we need.
It's only money. They print it every day.
So, which means we need to get some sales coming in to be able to cover all the expenses for the winter that we normally go through that savings in. So, yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen? We lose everything.
No, you still got a spouse that makes decent money.
Yeah, well,
at least I assume. So. I don't know.
When you have to start paying all these business expenses out of your personal money, that decent money turns into.
Do we want to start the Monday morning food truck merchandise line? And it says, "Own a business, 0 out of 5 stars. Don't recommend."
I recommend it to everybody. I think you should. It's a great way. That's a great way to make a living.
Great way to lose.
Or try to make a living.
To lose money.
Only if you're not doing it right.
Here I thought boats were money pits.
Competition barbecue.
I gotta get down
right there with restaurants.
Yeah, I've got new tires for the trailer.
That was a fun $1,200 to spend.
Yeah, these are the your size big tires.
Hey, I spent $450 for headlights on the truck.
Did?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Low beams and high beams, and then it's half of that is a labor.
You couldn't do it yourself?
Nope. I can do the passenger side. The driver's side requires some disassembly.
Oh.
It's a pain in the ass. It is such a horrendous spot for those headlights.
Yeah.
I've tried a couple times.
I don't disassemble things because then I fuck around and don't know how to put it back. So.
Yeah. So every time I go to get the, so it's my driver's side's been out pretty much the whole season. And I just kind of let it go. Every time I go to get the oil change in the truck, they're like, "Hey, do you want us to change that light for you?" I said, "You can try. You're going to tell me no." Like, "Yeah, it's only like $25." I said, "Okay, go ahead." But,
sir,
yeah. So
we have a problem.
So yeah, they get in there and get their arms stuck a couple of times trying to finagle around in there, and then they give up. So, but yeah, I had the truck in last week, so we took a rental up north, getting some turbo codes.
That's.
So I had that in there getting checked.
I hope that's not a fix you have to worry about.
Well, what he told me, he says, I don't know that there's anything wrong with your turbo. He said, all your EPA stuff kicks so much crap that it kicks extra sensors in when things start going weird. He says, you need to get rid of your DEF and your EPA stuff. He said, then we can get to a spot where we can start troubleshooting. He said, I can start troubleshooting now. He said, it's going to be thousands of dollars for me to potentially tell you there's nothing wrong with it. He said, I'd much rather clear out that stuff and then see what codes fire. He said, it could solve all of the problems just by deleting that stuff. Which I have the tuner. I don't have the kit, and I am not going to do that myself. So I am looking for an amateur mechanic that is willing to assist.
I had somebody tell me that when I had the Outlaw that I was trying to sell, that he would trade me the Outlaw to delete my DEF.
I mean, the tuner. I think you can get the tuner and the kit for my truck for about $1,200. And the mechanic, he says you can do it yourself. He said it's not hard. And I'm watching these YouTube videos like, I'm not doing this.
That looks really hard.
Yeah, I am not automotively inclined past a very small point, and this is way past that comfort level. Once I start bypassing lines, it seems like it could go pretty wrong pretty quick. So I would much rather somebody that is smarter with the car thing than me to assist with that. So see if I can get that done soon.
In the shop, I've been using a used. Speaking of repairs, a used warmer, Alto-Shaam.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom door is now faulty. So I looked up how much it is to replace the door. $800 just for the door.
Alto-Shaams are so expensive. I looked at them when I was looking through stuff, and I was like, it'd be so nice to have some under the counter stuff, the drawers and stuff. It was like, but just the cost it's so huge. I can get 3 warming cabinets for same price as a two drawer shelf, or whatever.
I didn't ask, but just to make you more mad about my questions. Not mad, angry. Some word. Are you gonna do slice brisket?
Potentially, yes. And we would probably cut and pull to order as well for inside. So, we're going to zhuzh up our loaded max a little bit. Things are going to get a little bit nicer, a little bit more, just a little bit more,
a little bit more,
which is another reason why I like to, add some color, to some dishes and stuff like that, which we can do on the truck. Problem on the truck is we have a hard time with space, and even with our big sandwich prep table we have now, we run out of space in there for, because it'd be nice to throw some chives on top of the loaded max or just on the Mac in general. Gives it a little bit of flavor. But all this stuff takes up space. So, I think we're looking at a 70-inch sandwich prep table Megatop.
The Megatops are nice.
Which is, Megatops are really nice. The Megatop we have is great. I would never go back. I think we're 2 warming cabinets, 5 bay steam table,
definitely,
which will give us enough room that we could do soups in one of the bays.
Yeah.
Definitely going to do electric on the steam table still versus gas. I just think the control's a little bit better.
Yeah, it does.
For temperature wise, and based on what you've said, that you've had some problems with yours with controlling temperature, so I think electric for that will be better. Yeah, 4-burner. I think we're going to do a 4-burner stovetop with. I'm still not sold on the griddle.
I did find
a part of me that wants to do it.
Pellet fired or pellet powered char griller.
Oh yeah.
Fast Eddie's Cook Shack makes a pellet power or three sizes of pellet powered char grillers. Cheapest one's 24 inches and it's $8,000. Oh, it's all stainless.
Pretty. Yeah, I mean, I flirted with doing, a very small breakfast menu. Doing some bagels, like brisket bagels and stuff like that. I tell you what, I got a steak bagel when we were down in doing the festival in Dowagiac. I stopped at McDonald's, got myself a steak bagel, got back to the trailer, took the steak off and put on brisket. And man, oh man, was that thing freaking money. I would eat that every day of every year for the rest of my life. But I mean, is that something we really want to do? I mean, what are we looking at for, is it worth having an extra person in the shop for, a couple $100 in sales a day?
Just do it on the weekend, or do a Sunday brunch or something.
Maybe, yeah. But to do like biscuits and stuff like that is not super hard, and as long as we're not getting too involved, we're not doing like omelets and stuff like that. We're just some simple sandwiches. Maybe we can get some hash going that we can scoop and serve type of stuff.
You can utilize leftover brisket for that.
Could. Yeah, we still have to cool it properly and still have to show the health department that we're cooling it properly.
Yeah.
So, which that equipment is very expensive. So,
you have a walk-in cooler.
Yeah, but you still have to make sure that's not cold enough to get it down to temp.
No, you get it.
Unless you're spreading it out on full sheet pans. But you can't put a half pan of brisket in even a walk-in. I mean, it's so different than your refrigerator. It's not any colder. But it's not going to get down to proper temp quick enough. Which is why they sell blast chillers. And it's for that purpose. So, which is what we were told we would need by our health department if we wanted to do any of that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I would love to do some exercise, would love to play around with some collard greens. Play around with some of the more southern sides and stuff like that. So, yeah, we got a lot to think about, a lot to get ready, a lot to do. Got to get rolling on finishing up the health department stuff. But I mean, I can only go so far with that without the electrical plans and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But even, our guys told us it doesn't really matter. We just want a rough idea that you guys are going to have what you need. He said it doesn't have to be perfect. But we just want to make sure that you have the equipment and the electrical that is needed to support it.
Yeah.
He said it doesn't all have to be in the right spots, on this application. As long as we see the equipment that's supposed to be there and that there's electrical to support it, so then we're good. So, yeah, once we get some of these initial plans and done from the general contractor, then we'll be able to move a little bit quicker. But yeah, it's lots of anxiety right now. But pretty much how I felt when we were getting ready to pull the trigger on buying a trailer. So, that good thought of what if no one shows up?
I've had that a lot.
Yep. So,
I mean, are you thinking about, soft openings and inviting people in, like, as far as?
We'll probably have a friends and family night. We might try to do some sort of a media night, type of thing. We have enough media in the area, that we could probably do that. For some of the local groups, like our 8GR group, Chris Freeman runs that. Does a lot of posts on a lot of spots. Resident foodie type of guy. John Gonzalez, who used to write for MLive, still does a little bit. Did all of the best of Michigan for MLive.
Yeah.
So Best Barbecue in Michigan, all those. He's a pretty decent contact of ours. He's been to the truck, was at the truck in 2020. We've talked to him a couple times since. And then, yeah, all the, local news and stuff. And, we're pretty good contacts with Free Beer and Hot Wings show. Could we get them out for a remote in an afternoon or just have them out for some food one evening?
Well, you feed them, what, day before Thanksgiving?
Yep.
I mean, if you guys open, what, December? That's the goal?
that timing works out really well.
Yeah, and that could be a big
um,
thing right there.
So yeah, I mean, with that live event, if we can get a little bit of stage time, I talked with Chris about, setting up a buffet for them behind them on the stage, that way they have access to food, and we can even have somebody kind of up there, and maybe that gets us a little bit of headset time at some point in time on a segment, even a local segment type of thing. So yeah, lots of things to be thinking about. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks. Terribly sorry, everybody, that we've been so hit and miss with the show. Really trying. We are. Unfortunately, the busier we get, the harder it is to get some of this stuff in. So if you guys want us, we'll keep going, but
we're sorry.
We're sorry. In every aspect of the word.
More often than not, too.
Yeah. But it is we're after 10:30 now, so we appreciate you guys listening. If you guys have anything you want us to talk about, if you have questions about what we're doing with the shops and how we're kind of going about things, and any thought processes that we're going through, we'd love to hear them, and love to have that to talk about going forward. Yeah. As of right now, we will plan on being on the air next Monday for Labor Day at 9:00. Right?
We'll be here. We'll be square.
Okay. Sounds good. Everybody have a good day. Have a good week. Good luck, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.